I want to show my kids cooler movies. They're just now old enough that I think I can start showing them like the live action Spider-Mans. We watched No Way Home and that was pretty good. I also showed them Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Because we have tons and tons of books, and like every now and then my kids will pick up one and be like, what's this about? And then I'll tell them, and they'll be like, oh, that's so cool. With Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, I was like, you want to see the movie? And we're like, yeah. And then they were like, I hated it. It was so slow and boring. And I was like, it was such a good movie. So long and thanks for all the fish. I liked it. Anyway. At one point, my kids were looking at books on the shelf and they're like, what's this book? And it was Lord of the Flies. Now, like, I try to be extremely honest with my kids about books. So, like, I couldn't be like, you wouldn't like it. I was like, it's a story about some kids who get marooned on an island and then form a society. And it gets really horrible and violent and weird. And they're like, and then, like, my son just started reading it immediately. He's 9. I'm like, don't do it. At the same time, like, your tolerances are way, way weirder when you're a kid. So, like, he might actually enjoy it. I just hope it doesn't, like, destroy him psychologically, you know? Valerian, why are you standing on me? It's horrifying whenever I see somebody bring up a cart to a crafting station. You see how long, like, this craft of 3,000 is taking me? Like, if this dude has, like, a cart full of cloth strips, like, his craft is going to take a solid hour. He had, like, a cart full and an inventory full. If he was making ropes like me. That's when you bring out Watership Down. Yeah. No, we're not watching Watership Down. Or reading it. Lord of the Flies made you really sad as a kid? You think it was written well? Enough that the violence shown to be abhorrent and sad? Yeah. You ever get anime at, like, Goodwill? It's not like a thing a human being should ever do. But, like, I was at Goodwill, you know, buying a new wardrobe. 'Cause I had $20 in my pocket. And I saw a complete box set of an anime there, and it was like $5, and I'm like, oh, well, I guess we're doing this now. And so, like, I picked up an anime called, like, Infinite Rivus? Rivius? Something like that. And it was just Lord of the Flies in space. It just makes me so uncomfortable. I don't know, I've got, like, a very, like, why can't we all get along attitude. And, like, if the situation was like you or me, like, I feel okay about it. Like, I'll take a battle royale all day, where high schoolers fight to the death because there can be only one. But like when it's just like, hey, we all work together, everything will be great, and then like everything falls apart, it like makes me feel so uneasy. Like, all you had to do was work together, man. Not that hard. But no, like one person has to ruin it for everybody, and then they have to form a militia to overthrow them. The worst. Hey, would you look at that? Novice tailor. We're not a novice cook. Like that one will just come naturally, I think, but I also think it doesn't really matter. I don't know what like the level tier 2 foods are like. Never heard of tier 2 foods. The fourth member of the Cozy Empire is a farmer cook. I think they're just waiting patiently. We haven't actually met them in game. I don't know their player name. I know their Discord name. Did anyone buy all my stuff? No. What am I doing? What am I doing? That means the only job we have left is hunting. I've got half an hour. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab any tier 2 materials we have. I don't have any tier 2 materials. I'm gonna take my shrimps. And I'm gonna go to the kingdom we're actually a part of. And we'll make ourselves our first pyrolite tool. Oh, we won't be able to do that because I need leather. But I think I have 2 sheets of leather. Maybe I can make the bow, use that for a little hunting murdering spree. I don't think I can kill a goat. I think I can maybe kill a bird. Mutation was telling me there was no level requirement for tools. But I still think you can't harvest like tier 2 resources without being the right level. So yeah, we shouldn't be able to hurt a goat with our bow. What am I doing? I'm getting lost in the woods. Look at this pile of birds, man. Never mind. Change of plan. Most efficient way to level up Hunter is killing spree. And so that's what we're doing. Like, you can put them all in a cart and take them back to camp and, like, skin them. But you don't get that much experience for it. Like, so if you ever go into, like, the woods and you see, like, a giant pile of bodies, like, that's what happened. Like, the efficient way to level up Hunter is not to use any of your kill. Horrifying. Just wondering, can you make a house in the open world? So no. You can't currently. So what you can do is you can... You know what? You go ahead and say sort of to that. So after like 40 hours, you can get like a claim, and then you can start building like your own little settlement with all the workstations. But like player housing is currently broken and they're working on it. They said it's going to be here in like a month. So there will be player housing. I don't know if they took out tents while working on player housing. But like the last I heard, tents were the only thing you could build. And so if they took that out, then no, you can't make any sort of housing yet. So you can make like a little camp. But in the next month or so, you'll be able to straight up build a house. Oh, nice. That's kind of interesting. You think this game is hardcore or is it casual friendly? This is very casual friendly. Like there are a couple exceptions. You see this area around like home? There's basically nothing in this light green area that can hurt you or stop you. And so you're always 100% safe when living there. If you find like a claim out here, you'll run into jackals, which aren't too bad. You can take those, but like it's not super easy unless you're decked out in armor. Other than that, there are biomes. The only other one we've been to is like the purple biome.
Thanks,
There's nothing in here that like we are currently capable of killing. But none of them are ranged attackers, so like you can do okay running through that area. There are areas with ranged attackers and like flying creatures. Like the rocky steeps up here have these birds that'll fly after you. The pine forest has frogs that can attack you at the range. And probably worst of all is the swamp, which has frogs that can attack you at range, and there's a lot of watery terrain that'll slow you down, so it's hard to get around them. But you don't have to live in the swamp. Honestly, you don't have to go to the swamp at all. So you like pick your favorite job. If you're a hunter, like maybe you need to go to the swamp sometime. But if you're like a tailor, you can just like buy the swamp materials off the market. And even if you lived in the swamp as a tailor, like ideally your settlement has built up walls enough that you don't have to deal with enemies wandering into town. It might be a thing occasionally. But if the entire town swarms one of your terror toads, I think you might be okay. All right, we just killed a lot of things. Our hunting is up to 15. Oh my god. I think killing spree might not have been the way. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get all the birds we just murdered. We're going to put them in the cart. Get in the cart. And we'll skin them, and then we'll give the gross pelts to all our leather workers. We can give the meat to our cook. And then we'll be contributing. I'm also planning on founding a very casual empire. Like, I'm trying to think of like the purpose of our empire, and if I have my way, I think the purpose of our empire is just to provide like the next level for people who like complete the tutorial. Like, I want to create a place where people can go to like level up in their chosen profession. That's why we're grinding every single job up to 20, so that like when people join the settlement and they're like, I need things to progress, like I can be like, I got you. You need goats? I got you goats. You need wood? I'll get you some wood. You need tools? I'll get you tools. Need bricks, etc. Because our empire is going to be the cozy empire, right? And so I want anybody like to join and just kind of like live their best life. Like, I'm really curious about the end game of this. Like, but I don't know if I'm ever personally going to see it. So like, I guess my personal end game is just making a really cool town. Nice, that sounds fun. What region is this game? When you say region, do you mean like what region am I in? Or do you mean... Oh, hey, Gaggle, thank you for the raid. If you mean what region am I in, because this game's world is separated by regions, let's see. We're currently in region 5. If we zoom out on the map, region 5 is in the center of the map, dead center. And I want to like found a civilization here, or like our own little settlement. But like, if you zoom in, like there are lots of claims in a lot of different places, and so it's kind of hard to get your foot in the ground. But yeah, that's where we are currently. I don't know if that's where the Empire is going to end up being, but it's not too hard to travel to anywhere else. But if you mean like what regions can buy this game on Steam, that Jackal? Want to help our buddy? No, he doesn't need our help. He's got it. Yeah, we're on like the edge of the safe zone. That's where the jackals are. And that guy, he's wearing the correct armor and has a good weapon. He's gonna be fine. Fun, yeah. I'm having a lot of fun with this game, Gaggle. If you want in, we're gonna like found a settlement and a cozy empire this Saturday. And so if you're interested in playing this, in case you don't know what this is, I'm playing BitCraft Online. It's kind of like it's Albion Online without the PvP. Like, so you can just kind of like casually progress without worrying about being murdered for all your stuff. And you can just kind of live your best life. Like, it's not for everybody. But like, that's the biggest problem about games like Albion Online, I think, is like, you want to play, but like anybody who's put in more time can just like gank you at any time and ruin your day. Sounds terrible. Sounds great if you don't have a job and, you know, you can dedicate 40 hours a week to ruining people's day. But for this, you can kind of just live your best life. You're off to bed, have fun. Have fun, Gaggle. Thank you so much for the raid. And again, welcome everybody. I'm Old Man Sugarheart. I'm a variety streamer. I play a whole bunch of games. I've recently sprained my finger, so we're going to play this like low impact game for quite a while. That sounds much better and cozy. You can probably RP too. You could absolutely RP. You could probably find a whole RP empire if you really want. Like over here in Region 6, we got like the Shire and Mordor. Like, you could do a Lord of the Rings empire over here. And like down here, You got like the Gallifrey Empire, I think, Emporium. I think that's straight up a Dune reference. Or if none of those empires that you want exist, you can found your own. You can post in the BitCraft Discord and be like, hardcore RP area. What am I doing? I've got yeah, right. I've got a whole cart full of chicken. Lava. Chicken. But yeah, like if you don't think that my casual cozy empire is RP enough, what you can do is you can found your own settlement in our empire just for the sake of RPing. And whenever somebody's like pops into our empire and they're like, I want to RP, I can point them to your settlement. Because a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, several people have built like settlements inside of other empires. Like here, there's a nice little squad. There's a guy named Doom. He built his settlement entirely solo. I haven't seen him since he moved out there. We haven't left the tutorial village, at least very much, since we started playing the game. How much time have I put in here? 36 hours. Yeah. That's not a typical experience. I'm doing it because I'm grinding every job up to the next level. And this week, like, just partially to give me something to do until like the big weekend stream where I can like claim a settlement and boost it into an empire all in like a single sitting. But like that's not typical. Typically you pick like 3 things you want to do and you do those things. Kitty. My cat's here and he's headbutting the microphone. I don't suppose I got anywhere near hunting level 20. Oh my gosh. I did not. So I killed all those things. I went from 14 to 15. Hunting for me is like one of the more fun occupations because you can get out there and you can see the world, but like it is one of the worst balanced professions, and I should know. I've done them all. It takes too long to get to like the next level. All right, good night, Ada. I think she left a while ago while I was rambling. But it is always fun to have her around. Now that she's gone, I'm considering buying her this game. I think she wants to play. I think she's getting bored with Dune. And I want to like get a few people who want to be in my empire in the empire. I'm saying this after she's gone because I haven't like committed to that fully. And I didn't want to like get her hopes up in case we like change our mind on it. But ad revenue from the game or for the stream is like doing 8 times better than my average stream. And like in the first week, we're gonna probably make like a solid $30, which, you know, is really good for a week of streaming for somebody who isn't popular, such as myself. Birds? Looking for more birds. I seem to recall I was heading towards the kingdom where I live. There's birds. Get them. I wanted to make like a super tool. But yeah, like we could probably afford to buy like one long-term viewer a copy of this game if they really want in. So I think I'm probably gonna end up doing that. I'll message them in the Discord and be like, hey, you know how you said you wanted to play this game? Well, guess what? With my millions and millions of stream dollars, I can afford one Steam code. I don't know. I think after we found an empire, it's gonna only pick up in popularity. Granted, that'll be like episode 40 something. Actually, probably more like 55. Looking pretty brutal out here, if I'm honest. You'll get there? What, like as a professional streamer or as an empire? I think I might get there. Like, I actually believe in the stream. It's actually working out way better than I thought it would. Like, I still estimate like 8 years before I can quit my day job. Actually, that was the original estimate. So now it's more like 6 years. But I hear I don't have an annoying voice. That's half the battle right there. It's probably subjective, but I'm very optimistic about it. The stream quality is pretty decent. I put in the work and like upload the video in like 8 different ways for whoever wants to see it. I'm not getting in like on the shorts and stuff. I just don't have the time for it. But if somebody like founded like a shorts channel, they could profit off of me. I would be okay with that because it would just raise awareness of me to begin with, which would raise my profit. And I've heard a lot of people can earn success that way. There's a famous not streamer. Like, it's a new occupation to not be a streamer, but just like clip farm your streamers. There's a famous one, the Librarian of Laterno. Like, he just follows a streamer like Northern Lion around, and he like takes all his videos and he like clips them all. And like he'll arrange them honestly better than the streamer does. And he can do that because like he's got his hands free. He's not playing games at the same time. And so like he's got more free time to edit these videos than Northern Lion himself does. And so he can make these better edited videos. They get popular because the streamer's popular, and the streamer gets more popular. And so, like, it's just this loop. And, the librarian himself is probably earning a decent chunk of cash. Maybe not like quit your day job, but like the money my stream brings in is about $60 a month. And that's like with 8 viewers average. If you get to like 50 viewers average, you like gouge them for all they're worth. I think you can make a living wage doing that. That's a little much. I don't want to like destroy the viewers watching me. By being like, oh, you gotta subscribe, or I'm gonna bombard you with ads until you feel like you have to subscribe. Trying to be chill about it. I want it to be a pleasant experience to be free around here. That way people want to be here. And if we get lots of people here, like we'll find some super fans out there. And the super fans will just feel like they want to support us no matter what. And if you get 1,000 of those, then you can quit your day job. There's a whole economic theory about it, like it's like the 1,000 super fans theory or something. And it's like whenever you do like a creative endeavor, like how many people do you need to like you to succeed? And the answer is, well, you need 1,000 super fans. Like you could have only 1,000 people that watch you, and if they love you, if you market right, like sell them t-shirts and I don't know, podcasts and stuff, they will spend like up to $100 on you a month. I don't have any of that. I've got t-shirts. I've got some mugs. They're not great. I need to commission artwork for the mugs so that the mugs look super, super cool. The t-shirts I like because they're very, like, what's the word I'm looking for? They're stealth t-shirts. Like, it's just got my, like, little heart logo on the the sleeve. And so, you can wear this shirt and it's just a plain shirt. And then you don't have to explain why you're in love with anime Santa Claus. Because I can understand that being like an uncomfortable explanation. I put the card away. What are these things here? Ooh, gross stuff. Lots of gross stuff. People are just putting gross stuff all over the ground. Brass sandals. You monsters. I keep trying to head north to get to here so I can do a thing. But then I keep coming across like a giant swarm of these birds. Look, this one's coming straight at me. You might actually make Hunter level 20 by the time the stream ends if this keeps happening. then I'll have no excuse to be in like the starter town. I'll have everything I need to live out in the wild independently. I say independently, but like relying on somebody else's settlement until we found our own. So many birds.